Steve Bruce has hailed the Man United job as the pinnacle of football, but fears his own hopes of sitting in the Old Trafford dugout have passed amid speculation the club are preparing to sack Erik ten Hag. Having enjoyed a productive first season at the helm in 2023-24, scooping the Carabao Cup and securing Champions League qualification, Ten Hag has endured a difficult second season in Manchester. With 10 Premier League games remaining, Man United sit a distant 9 points adrift of fourth-placed Aston Villa, having finished bottom of their Champions League group in December after losing 4 of their 6 group games. Despite leading the club into the FA Cup semi-finals with a dramatic victory over Liverpool last Sunday, there is a growing expectation that Man United will seek to employ a new manager in the summer after Ineos founder Sir Jim Ratcliffe completed a deal to acquire a 27.7% stake in the club last month. Ratcliffe has already made an impact in his short time at Old Trafford, appointing Omar Berrada as the club's new chief executive in what has been seen as a major coup from local rivals and reigning Premier League champions Manchester City. United have also made a move for Newcastle United sporting director Dan Ashworth, who was recently placed on gardening leave after signalling his intention to leave St James' Park. Bruce, who made 309 appearances in a glittering spell at Man United between 1987 and 1996, has been out of work since leaving West Bromwich Albion in October 2022. And despite viewing the Man United role as the top job in football, the former Newcastle boss has distanced himself from stepping into the dugout if Ten Hag is sacked. Asked if he had any dreams of managing the Man United, he said, "Any manager would. It's got to be the pinnacle, hasn't it? It's a wonderful, great footballing club, but I don't think that's going to happen, unfortunately." Recent rumors have linked Bruce, famously never capped by England during his playing days, with a move into international management with South Korea, captained by Tottenham Hotspur forward Son Heung-min. Bruce has left the door open to a potential switch to Asia, claiming South Korea have got a hell of a good team featuring the likes of Son and Kim Min-jae, the Bayern Munich defender. He remarked, "Is international management maybe something I would look at? Yes, I would do. And to be fair, South Korea have got a hell of a good team at the moment and all the rest of it. However, I believe they have appointed an interim manager, who Wang Sun-hong, so I'm not against anything, but my missus might have something to say to me if I go South Korea." Bruce's reputation in English football was severely damaged by his 2.5-year spell in charge of Newcastle, where despite keeping the club in the Premier League, the 63-year-old was not accepted by the club's fans. Bruce left the Magpies in October 2021, with his replacement Eddie Howe comfortably guiding Newcastle to safety before securing Champions League qualification the following season. Reflecting on his time at Tyneside, Bruce says he was the victim and that the club is in a different place now after the takeover by Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund. He said, "I managed Newcastle for 2.5 years. And it wasn't easy, the pandemic going on as well, that didn't help either, but it was a different Newcastle to what it is today. I think finishing 12th and 13th, you did your job as the remit was, keep Newcastle in the Premier League. I absolutely adored the job, I loved coming to work even though it was during COVID, it was difficult, and I just think I was the victim. It's a bit like when I managed Sunderland, I said, in 10 years' time, they will look back and think that fella did an alright job. I had just gotten after Rafa Benitez, who finished 12th, we lost Aleksandar Mitrovic to Fulham, and Ios Perez, who went to Leicester. So we lost the 2 strikers and the remit was to just keep Newcastle up. We weren't a great watch, I understand that. The Newcastle of today are full of life. We didn't have a team to play like that, and I knew that's what the fans wanted, but we didn't have a team. I would like to think we were very well organized, difficult to beat and play against. Bruce went on to defend former owner Mike Ashley, an unpopular figure among the Newcastle fan base. He said, "I really enjoyed it. It became tough, of course, but I think I was the victim of the whole club at the time. We're desperate for the takeover. We talk about FFP, the club would never be in any distress under Mike Ashley. It was a greatly run club under Mike, and I know I'm going to get slaughtered for that, but it was. We never had a lot of money to spend. We would spend exactly what the club generated, and of course that was never going to be enough to be successful.